So hey everyone, this one is the third video in the beginner series. I did two more right before this, and one was the bronze goddess look, and the other one was, like a formal office attire makeup look. So just in case you want to catch up with those two, you can always go back to my channel and you can look at it. So this is gonna be like, a makeup tutorial for girls who wear glasses. Like, I know the difficulties of it because I wear glasses like almost all the time when I'm like off screen. So we're gonna be like going about with that. So before you forget, hit that subscribe button in the bottom to stay tuned to my videos, and quickly let's just start with our video. Okay, so before we start, there's a little science for you, and it's about like two different type of lens which is used by people. I think there are around three, yeah, so the three, but I'm going to be talking about two today. So one is like convex and one is concave. So I'm just going to make it simple. If you wear convex, the lens is going to be like facing outwards, like when you're seeing from here. So it's gonna like in turn make my eyes look bigger. And if you're wearing concave, it's gonna be like curved inwards, and that's gonna make my eyes look. So you just remember this when I'm gonna go ahead with this video. I think convex is for long-sightedness. I'm not sure. You just gotta check that part alone. So I wear convex, so it kind of like makes my eyes a little more bigger. So what I'm gonna be doing is do my eye makeup in such a way that it kind of like neutralizes the effect, because so actually my power is like really low, so it's not a big concern to me, but I know that a lot of girls have like really high power, like say something like around 4 or 5, which is like extremely high. So you can actually see that your eyes look a little more like, like bigger, like a cartoon character, which is something which we might not want. If you want it, you do you, it's totally fine. So we're going to be addressing another problem which comes along with this, which is that the place where your glasses rest on your nose, your foundation keeps coming off and sticking onto your glasses. This is something I've struggled with like for years and years and years. So we're going to be considering like tiny issues like this as we go along the way. So stay tuned and let's just get along with the tutorial. So when you're applying your foundation, make sure you apply it everywhere except for your nose. So let's start off with that first. So one of the big problems observed with wearing glasses is that all the foundation starts to get transferred to the glasses over a period of time, especially from this region here, and it leaves like a patch, and there's like and there's like a dent or an indentation form, and it just doesn't look good. First tip for that is to use a primer. This one is the Becca Evermatte Poreless Perfecting Primer. This one is like super good for oily skin, and I cannot stress on that. You just need like really little, and I have extremely oily skin and this works so well for me. So first up, you gotta start pressing the primer in this region here. So the second step is when you're applying foundation on your nose, make sure you apply very little, because as little as that is there's less gonna be like taken off your skin. So you just have to like press the product inside. So on regions on your nose where you want a little coverage, press the product inside. Don't use a brush, don't use a sponge. You can use a sponge, but I think it's better to do this step with your finger so that you like properly push the product in. I'm gonna cover my dark circles like as well as possible. So I'm going to be avoiding this region here where it could possibly transfer. So basically glasses tend to like overpower your eyes. So I'm just going to make sure that I conceal my eyes really well. Sorry, not my eyes, my dark circles really well. So our under eyes are done, and we're going to move on to setting our base. I'm going to be using the Sugar All Set to Go banana powder. And I'm going to first start by adding a lot of powder in this region, especially the nose region. So once your concealer sets, take a powder brush and brush it all off your skin. So that gives you a good base. Next up is going to be eyebrows, and you want to make sure that your eyebrows stand out, because your glasses would mostly like hide your eyebrows, and you got to make it look like it's there. So you got to like make sure you do your eyebrows like really well. Okay, so another thing when it comes to like wearing convex lens is that it kind of like makes your eyebrows look a lot more like bigger, and it kind of makes all the imperfections which you have done in your makeup also be visible. So any mistake you make is just gonna be like zoomed on your face and like shown out. So make sure that you do it really well and perfect. So we're gonna do convex on this side, and we're gonna do concave on this side. So convex is when your eyes become a little bigger. So we're gonna try to like make it a little more smaller on one side. Okay, so as you can see, I made my convex side a little more stronger and a little more arched compared to the concave side. So we're going to try to make the eyes look a little more like defined and smaller, whereas we're going to make this one look more open. So I'm going to show you like two different tricks to do on both the sides. So we start up with the convex side. So we're going to keep the eyes really simple. I'm going to be taking this shade here. So we're going to be taking that and we're going to be adding it all along our lid. And we're going to do the same thing on the lower lid. So I'm going to be showing you an easy and a cool trick. You just take a kohl pencil and you line as close as possible to your waterline. Quickly before it dries, you can use a smudger brush or your finger and you can slightly smudge it out. And okay, so that's one eye done. It kind of makes it look even more like tiny because I've like entirely lined my waterline. Okay, so the next step is going to be to use an eyelash curler, because mostly what happens to me is like my lashes go and like dash the lens, which is like the most uncomfortable thing ever. So I'm just going to be like curling my lashes and then adding a mascara on top of it. So we can't wear false lashes when we wear glasses because they're again going to be like dashing onto the lens. So you want to make sure you give your lashes, a lot of coats of mascara. Okay, so now for this eye, what we're going to be doing is very similar, but I'm going to show you where the differences come in. I'm going to be dipping my brush into the same powder again. So you just add a little definition at your outer socket. So I'm going to be using the Kevyn Aucoin Celestial highlighter. So this is actually a face highlighter, but it's got a really beautiful sheen to it. It's not glitter per se, but it has a really good sheen and it's really finely milled. So I'm going to be pressing that onto my lid. So we added like the most teeniest amount of definition, and next I'm going to be doing a little bit of liner right at the outer corner, and I'm going to line my eyes as close as possible. So you want to make sure that the line is barely visible. So I'm going to be pressing the black eyeshadow right below the lower waterline, and it's going to be like somewhere even like below your lashes, and I think that should do it. And I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to like slightly smudge it out. So we're going to be like lining our waterline with a little bit of white kohl. You can go about with white or a nude kohl, whichever you want. So we're almost done with this eye, and give your lashes a good pump with an eyelash curler. There you go, and you can apply loads and loads of mascara. Okay, so the eyes are done. I'm going to quickly finish my complexion and I'll be right back for lipstick. So I have two options for lipstick. One is a true red and one is a nude. Okay, so this one is from Nykaa. I forgot the range it's from. And this one's in the shade Your Latte. So let's do this half. And now let's do this half. So let's try out lipstick number 2. Okay, so this one is the Nykaa Mattelicious Lip Crayon and Kiss and Tell. So let's see how that looks with glasses on. So this is look number 1 and that's look number 2. I think the red goes really well with this eye, and imagine me with a top knot and that would look so good together. So this eye looks more good with the neutral lipstick in my opinion, and I like this eye more with the red lipstick. It kind of looks really hot and smoky. Let's look at the side profile. And then there's this side. So yay, this completes our tutorial. Do let me know which side did you like more. Do let me know which type of lens do you wear. And so stay tuned for the next video, which is video number 4, I think. So I'll catch up with you guys for another one. Until next time, bye.